Hi, Mr. Bailey. I'm gonna be showing you my slideshow. Okay, this is The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. I couldn't really find a good picture because it's on the New Yorker, so I just put a picture of the New Yorker there. And my quote is, "It isn't fair. It isn't right." Miss Hutchinson screamed, and then they were upon her. This is the very last line of the book when Miss Hutchinson wins the lottery and is stoned to death. The setting is a town square where they all meet and they conduct the lottery. It's like a farming community, like in the plains, very arid. Um, and this is because the men say that they are farmers, and it's near the end of summer and just beginning fall. Okay, the characters are the narrator. He lives in the town. Um, he doesn't really say what his name is. But yeah, and he participates in the lottery and tells you about this whole thing. Mr. Summers is the lottery conductor. That's this guy right here. He yeah, so he basically conducts the lottery. He participates in it, and yeah, but he doesn't really get chosen. Uh Bill Hutchinson right here. He ran the coal business. Uh sorry. Mr. Summers ran the coal business, and people are felt sorry for him because he had no children, and his wife was kind of a mean person. And then we have Bill Hutchinson, which is the husband of Tessie Hutchinson, which is the person who gets stoned. There are three kids, Junior, Nancy, and Lil Dave. Uh, they kind of end up getting Tessie killed because Lil Dave draws the card. Here's the summary. Basically, you can read this and pause it, but basically what happens is people meet up in the town square. Mr. Summers asks if people are there. Um, and then he goes on and blabbers and talks about a whole bunch of people for 2 lines, and then eventually they get to like the near end of the lottery, which is round two. Uh, Bill Hutchinson actually picks the card, and then Tessie ends up picking the card at the very end, the one with the black dot, which was this picture right here. And yeah, and she ends up dying. Okay, the highlights and high lows were it was alluded to that the children were gonna kind of kill her, or not kill Tessie specifically, but kill somebody else. It was really it was really like suspicious that why are the kids gathering stones if they like weren't throwing them at each other and whatnot, and like why were they all doing it, and then why did everybody have to show up? Also, it was really confusing for the they explained. I didn't put most of the characters in here because all of them like didn't have a major role in the story. Um, like yeah, they didn't have really a major part in the story, and they're just kind of rambling about characters and kind of describing what it was like to be in the town. And they also like again they hint to this being for killing because the narrator deliberately says that their population is well over 300, and someone says some people have already stopped the lottery in other towns, which just gave the idea that something bad was going on. Okay, yeah, and this is my rating. Um, I gave it a 2.5. It was really mid. I liked the ending. I thought that was pretty, you can tell if someone's gonna die, but he did it in such a good way. Uh, yeah, at the very end, it was very suspenseful. And, but the reason I give it like more of a 2.5 is because it was just really boring at some parts. Like, I didn't want to hear about his wife going through all this stuff. So, yeah, it was okay. And that's my slideshow. Thanks, Mr. Bailey.